the way the vaccine was developed, it happened so quickly, and unfortunately, there were so many mixed messaging when it started from all corners that people got skeptical, and people had a lot of questions, concerns, and sometimes because, there were different answers given from different corners, so people have not felt comfortable knowing what exactly is true and what's not true. That was the main reason that some people are very hesitant to take the vaccine. So we want to make sure people feel comfortable taking vaccine, and only way people will feel comfortable is when they feel like the information they're getting is accurate, true, and coming from the resources which they can trust. The vaccines that we have here in this country are very safe, and they've been thoroughly vetted by the independent organizations like CDC, FDA, all those organizations, and there are boards of impartial physicians who have looked at all the data thoroughly. So that's why I personally feel very comfortable that the vaccines are very safe to take, and actually better than the vaccines we had in the past when it comes to safety. Sickness is different from side effects. Side effects, you can get some side effects. And the side effects are actually good in a way, because when I got my vaccine, I wanted to have some side effect to make sure I got the vaccine. So mainly side effects are body aches, muscle aches, maybe some low-grade fever, but all these usually go away within a couple of days. But it doesn't come from the vaccine. It comes from the reaction of your body to the vaccine.
You do not catch COVID-19 from getting a COVID-19 vaccination. What it is how I describe it to a lot of people. It's, I'm a former educator, right? So I think about it as a pre-test and a post-test, right? So when you see a pre-test, you kind of don't really know what to expect. You're just kind of looking around at the questions. But then after you get a little bit of learning and education, the next time that post-test comes around, you're going to be ready to go and know how to answer. And that's what your body is doing. So the first injection, if you get a 2-dose series, is just kind of like your body just kind of figuring out what to do. And then with the second vaccination, your body's like, okay, we know what to do. We're going to respond. So it's just your body responding in anticipation of an actual COVID-19 infection. I think one of the key factors in deciding whether or not you get the vaccine is, if you have a primary care physician, is to establish a good rapport with them and have an open and honest conversation. But really, there are hardly any reasons. Majority of people who are immunocompromised, who have cancer, who have diabetes, a lot of conditions can still get the vaccine. Transparency is extremely important on all of our parts. And I think one of the key factors in transparency is, while you may receive information from your employer or you might attend a town hall, it's very important to do research on your own and make sure that you look at reputable sources. For instance, the CDC, listen to reputable newscasts like NPR, go to your local health department website and do your own research, so therefore you can verify this information that is being told to you via your employer or town halls or any other method that you might come across vaccine information.
I had doubts about this vaccine when it first came out. I was all about not trying to take it and all that stuff. And I finally had a conversation with my mother. My mother is 73 years old. She has health problems and stuff. She started explaining to me how I work at the facility and how I claim I love the residents and they love me. Take the vaccine so you can protect yourself from them and also protect me from them, and keep my mother safe. So I thought about it, and she was right. Like, to take this vaccine is to make sure the safety of the residents who I'm around every day, to make sure they're straight, and to make sure I keep my mom straight with me working here.
I do appreciate that some folks may be a little reticent about getting a vaccine. But I think the important part to know about that is that it has been tested, it is effective, and we're already seeing the positive results.
The shot, didn't even feel it. Of course, your arm was sore a little bit from the first one. The second one, I did have a little bit of fatigue, a little bit of achiness around the shoulders. Other than that, I mean, a lot of us experienced the same thing, but it went away. It came on like 12 hours later, and then it was gone. So the next day when I come to work, I was good to go.
Well, I've had way worse shots. Even the flu shot was more painful. The first dose, my arm was just really sore. It was my fault because I don't like needles, so I tense up. So that was on me. And then I had chills that night, and then the next day I was fine. And the second dose I had, besides a sore arm, no symptoms or reactions.
My experience was rather uneventful. I was so pleased to get it done as early as we did, and actually I didn't have any side effects that were bothersome.
The second shot, I had a little bit of sore arm and kind of lazy day, but other than that, no, it was fine, and I felt fine. Of course, being vaccinated now, I go out, I do anything. I haven't gone to huge events, but to the store, I go to restaurants.
I have a much greater sense of relief and calmness, and I feel as if I'm protecting myself and other people.
I'd say really a lot has changed, especially my anxiety has gone way down, and my son and my son-in-law both have underlying medical conditions, and at this point they've both been able to get their vaccinations, so I've done a huge sigh of relief when that happened.
It's been an element of freedom.
Yes.
And freedom that we are probably not infecting others ourselves.
Ain't nobody that got any doubt about the vaccine. Get it. Protect yourself. Protect everyone else. Protect your family. If you love them, protect them. Get the vaccine.
We're all connected to these residents in one way, shape, form, or fashion. So just to protect them, if you don't want to do anything else, protect the residents.
I'm just excited that it went so well and excited that I can move on. And my performance is the same, and enjoy working and serving the community here.